He's a marketing professor at the Wharton School of Business and a CNBC contributor, Americus. And I mean, already to you, there's so many things here that this company has done wrong. Walk us through it.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, Tyler and Kelly, first and foremost. This is a mess because one of the things that is very clear in the research is that most crises are actually smoldering. They don't just show up all of a sudden. And so what that begs the question of is to think a little bit about, well, should you have been prepared for this? And it's one thing to sort of try to overmanage rare events. It's another thing to say, hey, you know what? We're in the industry of actually moving toxic chemicals by rail. So maybe it might make sense to have a plan that maybe one day one of these trains will actually derail and spill some toxic chemicals into the environment. So consumers will expect you to have done that calculation. And there's really three important things that are really critical here in terms of the brand new brand crisis playbook. And that is, number one, you have to validate the concerns. And we saw Mr. Shaw in that clip talking about, say, we feel your pain. We feel that, we know things are hurting, but he's talking about the aftermath. He's talking about what has happened in terms of testing the environment to make sure it's safe for consumers. What he's not describing, Kelly and Tyler, is the idea that if you just go into your little Google machine and everybody's got a cell phone in their pocket, you can see that the Federal Railroad Administration has reported that Norfolk Southern has had upwards of 20 of these train derailment crises since 2015. It took me 5 seconds to figure that out on the Google machine. And so when you stand up in front of consumers and you ask them, you plead with them, trust us, we're going to work with you, we understand your pain, we're validating your concerns, you also have to show action. In other words, you have to not only say, here's what we're doing right now, but you also have to be very clear on moving forward. These types of things, they should not happen when you know you're in the business of doing this sort of transportation and the like. And so consumers are expecting that, and you got to just do more than just say, hey, we're sorry.
Stay on top of the latest in identity, marketing, branding, and pop culture by following Americus Reed on social media or learn more at americusreed.com.